So the trial beside me here is looking at foliar nitrogen. We've done a lot of work over the years looking at foliar nitrogen in oilseed rape crops, in maize crops and obviously in milling wheat as well. Slight change of tack here in terms of looking at a feed wheat crop. The reason we're looking at foliar nitrogen in terms of a feed wheat crop, firstly, is around the seasons that we're having. We seem to be running into dry spells during the spring period when there's a question mark over how much of that soil applied nitrogen is being taken up. Also this year it was further fueled by the sheer cost and availability of fertiliser, meaning that foliar products were looked at in terms of replacing some of that soil applied nitrogen. And that's the question of this trial here. We've seen in other crops the benefit that foliar products can provide in replacing a proportion of that soil applied nitrogen. The question is, in terms of will we see it in this trial series here, we've played around with different products. Main one we've been using is Neutrino Pro, which is a methyl urea, very crop safe product, allowing foliar applications onto large canopies without any concern of damage to the crop. So, really interesting to see how much we gain from those in comparison to some of the treatments further down there that were soil applied only. This then, one bit that I just want to cover here is this brings me to the 0N plot, the control for this trial. So in this plot here, which is replicated 2 more times in the trial, this plot has received no fertiliser. So this crop has performed just on the nitrogen it's been able to take up from the soil that was already there. What that allows us to do is we can then compare the performance of this plot to all of the treated plots. And that enables us to actually work out how efficiently the nitrogen we've applied to those crops has been taken up, used by the crop to deliver yield and protein. We're able to then exactly give a nitrogen use efficiency. It'd be really valuable, very difficult for obviously farmers to be able to do this, but if you could have a 0N plot on your farm, understand what your soil is providing, you can then understand how much of your applied nitrogen is being used by the crop, and then you can adjust your nitrogen rates on the basis of that information.